Look at that empty park, though.
Right now we're looking over Tang Frere, the Chinese supermarket that is down below us, and
People are waiting for it to open.
yeah, well, they're waiting to get inside. I don't think.
Oh, that's right, because they let like 3 at a time in.
If you look off to the right, you can see that at least that there's still transportation and distribution here. People are moving food and other products. Looks like mostly food today into the store. So we're not exactly cut off from, a food distribution system yet. There's nobody on the street. There's no traffic. Here comes a bus. The transportation system in Paris is running at 50% right now, according to their website. So it is still possible to get around if you have a place to go and papers to prove or give you an excuse to go anywhere, because we haven't encountered it yet, but there are definitely police out there who will question you when you want to get out.
100,000.
At least 100,000 deployed all over the country. Looking out further, out to the highway, there is very little traffic on the périphérique. The weather is mild today, but it's gloomy, which kind of goes with the whole mood of the city right now.
The parks are closed.
Over there's the park off of Avenue Choisy, and it is totally closed off to the public. Nobody can even venture into a park now. It's just totally...
Macron said nobody's to go to a park.
No, that's correct. President Macron has already declared parks off limits. Even just almost basically walking for exercise is off limit, at least for 2 people at a time or more. Not possible.
One person can if you have a dog. Look, there's a dog. One person's walking because they have a dog.
Yes, that's an excuse. If you have a dog, an animal, it needs to get out. Where are we looking for the dog?
Right down there. They're just going in. There's a little white dog. It just went inside now.
Okay, well, we missed that, but for film purposes here. But yeah, if you have a dog and it needs to get out, you're allowed to do that. But you still have to carry your transit paper, your attestation. And we had to handprint our attestation because we don't have a printer. And so this is how it is in Paris on Wednesday, March 18, 2020. The city is in lockdown. We are here, but in lockdown. We're planning a hopeful escape tomorrow, early in the morning. But until we are, we don't know. And there's nothing to be scared about, because what the good is that going to do? It's nothing that we can change. Here comes a couple of vehicles down the street, but this is ordinarily a well-traveled street, and there is nothing here. It is a ghost town. It is like probably what Paris was like in 1940 after the Germans rolled in. It wouldn't matter if we had a car.
We wouldn't be allowed to drive it.
We would not be allowed to drive it. We have a Navigo pass for public transportation that should get us 40 kilometers from the city center of Paris at Arc de Triomphe. But that does us no good except for an essential trip, which we hope that they accept the excuse that we want to go to the airport tomorrow as an essential trip.
We have our tickets, we can prove it.
We do have reservations.
We can prove it.
And we can prove what we're doing here. But it is an extraordinary situation.
It's bleak.
It's very bleak. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in our lifetimes. We haven't.
Never in Paris.
not in our lifetimes, in Paris. This is equivalent to what you may have seen in 1940, and that lasted until 1944, as we know from history. This is supposed to be for a minimum of 2 weeks, but it's not guaranteed.
No, he said, or until further notice.
Truly it is until further notice, because the 2-week thing is just to keep people from going crazy immediately.
The 2-week thing is to cancel the elections.
Well, that is also part of it.
That's my opinion.
The election.
You can throw that out. That's just my opinion.
Well, there is that, because local elections have been canceled until further notice, and that keeps the powers that be into power. If that's not a purpose, it's at least a collateral benefit to the government. There's no opposition, not politically and not legally at the moment. The city is calm at the moment. It truly is. There is no rioting. There's nobody on the streets. There's no panicking. Right now, down below at Fertang, looks like all the people who are waiting outside are inside, and they're doing their shopping, and they're buying whatever's on the shelves. We don't know what's on the shelves. The other day, things were still fairly well stocked here, and as you can see, there are 2 trucks down there who have either made their deliveries or will be making their deliveries. There were crates and crates of produce, so that is still working here at this time. But will it work in a few more days? That's the question. Truly, I hope it does. But the only thing you really see, there is one civilian-looking car, but that could also be police. We don't know. Could be an unmarked police car, because civilian travel with automobile is limited right now. The only thing you see are buses and trucks. But this is going to be a test. In modern history, this hasn't happened, where our entire city is entirely on lockdown. It hasn't happened in a so-called peacetime situation. But they're calling this war on a virus. And the question is it truly? Even if this passes, the devastation to economy has already been done. If anyone wants to see a semblance of what things were like in February, and that's only a semblance, this recovery will take at least 3 to 5 years at best, and that's if nothing else comes along to disrupt anything like this ever again. But right now, for the whole world, not just Paris, this is about the most bleak situation I think anybody's ever encountered in their lifetime since World War II. A city of 12 million people, almost all of them locked inside their houses and apartments, including us.